another thing I want to talk about is I was thinking in the week last week about, we all are descendants of huge families. But last week I was thinking, you know what? There was a time where people had children. Now the oldest always had to go out and work as soon as he could reach the age of working. He had to go out and work and help provide for his siblings. Now, if it was a son, um, the first one always had to be a boy, because all the hope of the family was pulled together into that boy, and he had to go and work. Some of them had to leave after primary school. Some of them never even went to school. As soon as they could walk, they had to work, and they had to help provide for the family. So what happened now is they worked, they saved up everything, and then they sent the youngest child in the family off to college or university, which created resentment in the families, because now the oldest brother, who had his own hopes and dreams, could never fulfill it, because now he had to go out, work on the mines, work for the government. If you could get an apprenticeship, go work for a blacksmith or go work for whoever, so he can provide for his siblings. Now, the youngest child now went to university. Now he had to become a doctor or a lawyer or a teacher, a pastor, a government worker. Wherever he could get in, he had to do that. But he became the status symbol of the family. So whenever the people came together, is, oh, my son is a lawyer, oh, my son is a doctor, oh, my son is a pastor, or oh, my son is this, oh, my son is that. Now, if there was a girl in the family, she had to marry one of these. Okay? And so there's a lot of resentment in the families. But now the youngest became selfish. The money that he was supposed to give back into the family never went back into the family. It went into his own pocket, into his own family. Some, I'm not saying everybody, some of them did give the money back, did help the family again to prosper or do whatever. But some of them just moved away, had their own lives. Their parents had to go to retirement villages, and they were forgotten, never to be heard of again, never to be spoken of again. And the older son is now burdened with the responsibility of taking care of his own family, his own household, and his parents, and his younger siblings. And that has created a generation of resentment. And now, women are born first. What now? How are we going to keep the generation alive? How are we going to keep our family name alive? So the firstborn girl is then rejected. How dare you be born a girl? But When your mother found out that she was pregnant, all the hopes and the dreams goes into that child. It needs to be a boy. It needs to be a boy. Now you're born a girl. Damn. But the disappointment that comes with it. So you now are born with guilt. Oh, damn, I'm so sorry I'm a girl. Now you start acting like a boy, and then you're told, but stop acting like a boy, you're a girl. Okay, but you put the guilt on me. You told me I was supposed to be a boy. Now you want me to act like a girl. Can you please make up your mind what you want from me? Then you constantly get the rejection from the grandparents. They don't want you. Um, at your house, um, your brother, younger brother that was now born after you, now gets all the love and the attention because there's a boy. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. Okay? Then now let's go to the other side. A mother doesn't want sons. All she wants is girls. Now all she has is boys. And this child is standing there and you're thinking, but um, I'm a boy. I was born a boy. Why are you making me a girl? Why are you making me feel guilty about being born a boy? And suddenly this boy has to do everything with the mother that a girl was supposed to be. And then we wonder why our children are what they are and doing what they're doing. Instead of you facing your own insecurities and saying, you know what, this is the person that God wants me to have. God has entrusted this person to me. Can I love that person for who he or she is supposed to be? And that is also causing rebellion. I mean, if you look at Jacob's sons, I mean, he had 10 sons from Leah and her handmaidens, and Rebecca's handmaidens, and he had 2 sons from Rebecca. If you just read that in Genesis, you will see how much resentment was in that family. And it wasn't fair to any of them. It's not fair to any of us to be resented by our own parents. If you are born in resentment, especially a child that was born from rape, can you think the resentment? That poor child who never asked for this, who never wanted this. Many years ago, there came a couple to our house. This woman was raped, and her family forced her to marry her rapist. And they had a little girl. And this poor child had a horrible life because her mother not only resented her, but she also resented her husband. That her family made her marry. That woman was in so much depression that she could not face every day. And the only being that can fix that is God. God's the only one that can fix it. We are all born with guilt and shame. How do we get past that? The only one that can help us with that is God. What is your guilt and shame today? Is it taking you to God, or is it taking you away from God? Is it hindering you from intimacy with Him, or is it helping you to get closer to Him? Being with God is not walking in shame. The only thing you should be ashamed about is your sin, keeping you away from God. That is the only thing. Remember, I spoke last week on your love letter, spending time with your lover. Are you ashamed in front of your lover today? What are you ashamed of? You remember when Adam and Eve sinned in the Garden of Eden? And God said, why are you hiding? And they said, we are ashamed. And He told them, what are you ashamed of? What are you ashamed of today? What is keeping you from your lover? What is keeping